doesn't always apply in a small town.
Okay,
You know,
texting and driving is bad enough, but
this thing here, the
Documentary
the Avditorium, 1921.
yeah, that's the old
What's an
school,
Avditorium?
big wheel in front.
The auditorium. Okay. Medical arts,
That's the same.
black arts.
Black arts. Black arts.
It's a family name.
Take
Black
a
arts.
left here,
Okay.
and one of the entrances to that killer viewpoint is along here.
We got the Carnegie Library, because Mr. Carnegie cared about what we knew. Right, look at those columns. That's quite the courthouse.
Yeah, it's a courthouse.
The little Dalles. It certainly is. Look at the mosaics on it.
Go slow. I think I want to take it right here. Take it right here.
All right. Nice. That's definitely the kind of place I'm going to get when I move out of Tad's.
Isn't that cool? It's so square, you know. It looks very federal.
It's so solid too. It's like you can't mess with it.
Okay,
You could firebomb it, but it won't do
Take a
anything.
left here.
If it was made out of bricks, it would burst into flames, of course.
This is where I got my ticket for the seatbelt too, right here.
And this town is
Okay.
Tartaria.
Teaching through these woods is one way to get to that viewpoint that I was talking about. Just want to see if it's still here. This viewpoint is badass, man. It's all made of rock.
The old church. Little bird. See that bird? It flew right in front of the windshield. That's crazy. Happens to me all the time. That's an oldie too. You know.
Right? In front of the high school. Over there.
That's the high school.
Yeah,
It's Art Deco kind of.
It looks like 60s German modern.
That thing was older than that.
It looks like a train station.
Look at the square glass squares above the entrance.
Yeah, it looks like a train station.
You know, I bet you that the door used to go all the way up there, and they put that glass in to cover that area.
You could be right.
So they could put human-sized doors in there for her. But the house across the street is
Okay, we're going to take a left here and then pull over to the right immediately and park. And it's on that corner.
Okay, I'll end the video now.
Does he still have the wagon?
Okay, now we got to go over all that stuff we just said again. About these, like, how much work would it take to form all these rocks to fit like that? Because these are hard rocks. They're not. That's not sandstone.
These are chipped somehow?
You could beat that with a sledgehammer, and you might put an eye out with a piece flying off,
This
but
is
you're
like
not
the
going to break
reverse
it.
of making an arrowhead, right? You chip somehow?
Yeah, it is. This one's got iron in
Is
it.
your torch hot enough to make it look like that?
Hell no.
Hell no.
My hydrogen torch isn't hot enough to make it do that.
And then this mortar type stuff looks like it was slapped on after the fact. These things are
Yeah,
standing
yeah.
all by themselves.
And the pinstriping just to, like, give them an accent maybe
Is
or
the
something.
pinstriping the name of the company? The signature?
I don't know.
It
you
seems
know.
so unnecessary. by the
And
way.
like, I bet there was a building that was maybe made out of the same rock before they put that one there. Because this is a
And
lot.
This is part of the school, but it's really
You know.
steep on that hill there, and there's benches all along it.
Yeah.
And that's just part of the high school. People
There-
neck up there.
That lot right there. Oh, is that for the school?
Uh-huh.
The
It's
playground or
all-
something?
I remember we used to sit up there all the time. Because if anybody wants to come up and join you, they kind of go up that hill.
This is in the Dalles. Let's walk along the fence here just to see how long it goes. What is this? It's a full block. Oh yeah, they laid it out very nicely.
When did they have surveyorship when this was built?
Well, they rode the wagons here, and then they hopped off the wagons and started chiseling rocks. Cause, because they had a lot of time on their hands with no internet. That's what makes a lot of sense. No, I don't know.
Okay, let's keep an eye out for that.
What I wonder is, all these rocks random but similar, and there's no pattern, or is there like a set of rocks that goes together specifically, and they assembled them because they all fit and they all maintain their
with these redder
thing.
ones as an alternate in some cases.
Yeah, I see no pattern yet. I'm trying to,
Well,
but I'm
keep
not
your eye
seeing
out
it.
for the odd brick.
I'm looking for two square ones in a row, and if I see that repeat, then I can look closer. But these
Here's the
top
hanging
ones,
chip out here.
You know, these top ones here, this is hard ass stone. There's no, how do you do that? It's not formed that way. They didn't, find a volcano and it pops out, cute, square, rectangular rocks.
This kind of texture reminds me of a niggerto, of a Brazil nut somehow.
And even though they're different, they're still, their edges are all nice and uniform, right?
Well, they're all randomly perfect.
Yeah, like Johnson Creek in Portland, in the woods. I don't know. It looked. I would think so.
I mean, like we said,
it's not sandstone or anything.
Pretty uniform. I mean, this is a shitload of.
You could use it for an anvil, really, if you could pick one up.
Even if they're not perfect, they do fit in a square mold shape of tolerance.
And I bet if you measured them, they're all within a 1/16 of an inch of each other, less than the filler.
And if you're a half-ass bricklayer, this ain't shit.
And it doesn't look like it's wiggled at all. I mean, it's got to be an old wall. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on now. It's got to be old. All right. Let's get to the corner and so I can end this video. Right.
So this is probably the very middle of the Dalles downtown area. We're 2 blocks up. We're 4 blocks in. And then 4 more blocks to the other end of the downtown. So this is kind of the middle.
I'm going to have to get more in this town and after we hit the power station too tomorrow. I'm going to look close. I could look so much closer at things now than I could a couple years ago. Oh, trippy. Okay.
Take a piss in that and see if you get a ticket.
I'd get a drink of water if it worked.
Remember this.
It looks like an altar. It's like, give blood.
It's an altar. Like it's a Dracula.
Crazy.
Well, I mean, of course everybody wants to.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I didn't even realize it.
Stairs are cool.
Yeah, so we got this rock was put in here to go up to that old 70s, 80s style building, But what about the steps under here? There's got to be other steps. These are the human-sized steps. I wouldn't doubt if we had a LiDAR, there's larger steps below these steps. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know.
This is the back side of the high school. This is auto shop.
Yeah.
Wood shop and stuff.
No, it's Riverhawk Automotive. See, the Riverhawk wanted a grandiose staircase so that they really looked respectable.
I believe when the store was first made, this was the front.
Yeah, well, these were the steps up to some big something here, big castle, most likely. This place is filled with castles.
It's up to the Inca sacrifice altar.
To Olatech. It's from heavy metal too, It's like, give me the scepter. Give it back, you stupid bitch.
Okay,
it's my scepter.
Here's our choice.
Or my locknar, that's what I say, my locknar. It's my locknar.
Doing this all night.
Okay.
We'll go to the bar and ask about.
I'm at the corner of, what are these streets? There's no sign. Oh wait, there we go. I'm at the corner of Court Street and East 5th in the Dalles. And I look up to the left here, I see that's pretty cool, Castle Church, right? Slightly newer than some. And then this old looking thing here looks like Scottish or something. What is that? That looks pretty old there, but that is absolute perfection. It's not gigantically huge, but it's just perfect in stone. So let's go over here to this. I think that's the is this courthouse? Or the courthouse might be more grand than this. I'm not sure. This might be the courthouse. Let's go see. The church there is nice though. That has the look of, I don't know, Scotland or something. And then the old houses, they're old, but they're talking, 30s, 20s, maybe turn of the century, the oldest. This one looks like that's new, added down there where the no smoking sign is. They're trying to match the look of this, but that is not even, it's square, kind of. It's off a little bit, but this isn't. Of course, it's pretty rocky around here. I guess once you build something, it tends to stay put, right? Mason windows. Reliefs. Oh, what a relief it is. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. Got some marble going on. This is some slab pieces put in, not big solid pieces. Rather large doorways. I know if I ran into somebody and they needed a door to be even where the top of this door is, they'd be gigantic. I mean the human door is really, really big. Let's keep on walking. Oh, the jail. Hey guys. The reliefs are pretty cool up there. Pretty cool. In 3 minutes. 3 minutes, Dougie Fresh. Wasco County. How long ago did we? That reminds me of something like Transylvanian or something with the V's. If it's a V, wouldn't that mean that it's that the that it was written before the Great Vowel Shift, since they're not using a U, right? So that would put it at like the mid 1500s. Like, but I think the Great Vowel Shift was something like 1560 something. We added vowels. Took out the owl. Speaking of vowels, owls, don't blur out on the camera. It's all blurry. Yeah, owl's like looking off to the side. Hopefully it wasn't the camera blurring out, it was just my eyes blurring out. Dedicated to all who steadfastly and unwaveringly opposed the attempts of the Rajneesh followers to take political control of Wasco County. Oh God, that would have been so awesome. The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. Mr. Burke, I hate to inform you, evil's already won and it has flipped the script, and everything we believe to be good, well, some of it's good, but everything we believe to be bad is, well, I don't know, that's running the world. It's a confusing issue, but you see it everywhere, across every dimension and aspect of life, right? It's not just a political system or legal system, it's like a societal norm or something like that. This must be the police station. That's a cool building though. This one's a little smaller in scale. The brick one. There's some accommodations for the homeless. That'd make a killer house though. Killer house. That looks like it is one over there. Let's go around the block and head back up. So that's the advertorium over there. The auditorium. So the Carnegie Library, extra red bricks and almost a little orangey red. There's the sniper tower. But that's what's underneath these towers, you see. They got steel support structures or something, right? And the cathedral off in the distance. Oh, there's there. There's the building over here. Check this out. I just noticed. Okay, it looks like it's a little more run down. than this closer one. The CenturyLink building looks pretty clean and tight, right? And then the next one over here, it's a more run down. You can kind of see the chimney is some moss on it, but look at the windows. That's awesome. These awesome windows. They're not actually arches. They're pointy. That's pretty cool. I've never seen those before. Huh. There used to be one right there. It's been filled in. Oh, and one there it's filled in. That one was bigger, it's been filled in, so it was the size of these other ones. And clearly windows down at the ground. No, I bet they've poured the concrete around there to fill in that little lower stairwell. Seems likely. For Jiggity, 333. Yep, rows of threes. It's always threes. Oh, the little elevator symbol thing, right? And where'd he go? Where'd he go? There he is. This is a cool building in Dalles. Very detailed. Roses. Oh, that one's cool. Can you imagine what this town looked like 100 years ago? It would have been absolutely, you would have thought you were in someplace in Germany or Austria or something, totally. I mean, come on. The whole town would have looked like this. The only things here would have been these types of buildings. That they would just built, they'd all be brand new too, right? 100 years ago, they'd all be brand new. Pretty close to it. Fire department, that's right. Fire engine. Dalles Fire Department. Hefty doors. The irregular oblong kind of rock there, like the wall was made of down there. And then it's been rock created over that's a layer somebody's put on more recently, probably over the bricks, right? I guess. There's an older land there, a little bit run down, with small windows though. Check this out. We'll go down the alleyways. Probably where the coolest stuff is, right? I feel, the Dalles is a small town. I'm not too worried about getting mugged here. I wouldn't be doing this in downtown Portland, probably. But what's this one? I'm gonna have to make my way back to the car pretty soon. On where Tom is. Be cool to live here. If I was healthy enough, I'd start a motorcycle shop here. It would be awesome. I know I can get work anywhere I go. That's one of the reasons I wanted to be a mechanic, because I know that it's in demand everywhere. It's not a question of, oh, should we get this done? If your car's broke down, it's a question of this has to be done. It doesn't matter what. We got to sacrifice to figure it out, and that means job security, right? This is the kind of place I'd like to get, when I move out of Tad's property. Hell yeah. Got from Wayne's World. When I move out of my parents. Those arches, down elevators. It's just a deep inset on the thing, too. Quite the grandiose top up there. Oh yeah, that's right, because it's the Mason Hall. Look at those creepy ass windows. This would be a great place to have a scary movie, right? Mm. Look at the corners are like they're like squares. Where at? There we go. Nodules, cubes, bundled cubes. And it's got the same. Look down here though. Same as the rock wall up there. It has the basalt, I guess that is. I'm not sure. That rock though is ultra heavy and harder than steel. It's insane. And see, those are some air vents for the downstairs because it gets hot around here. You see, that's what's going on. Benjamin Gifford. Oh, I never told anybody my theory about this, at least not on YouTube, but I have a theory about names with the letters in the gematria. In English gematria, most people who know anything about it, FOX, they're all sixes, so you can get a 666 off a fox. Well, you also get the 666, and in Gifford, you got 7966694 is Gifford. You also have it in Oxford, and think of Oxford University, and they also have it in what's it, Hoffman, which runs the dams for the Army Corps of Engineers. I don't know, what that means exactly, but there's a weird numbers connection going on with the letters and organizations of that type. Just seems like. But I have an overactive imagination. You see, I'm an only child, so I spend a lot of time in my fairy tale make-believe dream world, imagining things. No, but I never had any imaginary friends because I thought that was weird. Like, I don't have an imaginary friend. I'm my own imaginary friend. I mean, come on. This looks new for some reason. I mean, it looks like new concrete almost, but it's not new. I mean, you check these guys out. Wowzers, Penny. I think there's, we're close to the river too. If there was a flood, that basement would be a swimming pool immediately. Post office, okay. I wonder it's so solid. It's the post office. The apostle office. They put up a post off ice. A post of ice. That means a position of ice, which is ISIS. A position for ISIS is what a post office is. And then we've also got the apostle, of course. I got it from Santos Bonacci. Thank you, Santos. The apostle, but the post office, and I just thought of another one that connected, but then I lost it to somebody who was yelling down the street. It distracted me. All right. Well, I guess I may end the video now. Thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this little walk through the Dalles and some of its architecture. So some of these are so they're so detailed. I could spend 20 minutes on each one. It seems like we're going to the Ty Valley Power Station in Ty Valley. That's the old world. I got a couple of videos on it. I'm gonna go do a second one, or a third one now. Actually, I would call it, because I didn't. I've learned a lot more since then, and I kind of know things to look for a little closer, thanks to people like John Levi and UAP channel. His old stuff. I don't know what he's doing lately. He hasn't posted a lot. His old stuff blew my mind, for sure. Who's else some good channels? John Levi, he's the godfather, I swear. I'm worried that they're gonna try and send someone to take him out here pretty soon, because he's too calm and matter-of-factly about something that's just quite shocking, really, a revelation that's very shocking. about the world and about the authority structures and about how they operate and what's possibly, it leaves you wondering what the hell's really going on here. Life in the world is not what it just the simple saying, oh, I was born, now here I am, wonder what's, that's it, there's nothing else to it. There's no reason for anything or purpose. There's something going on at some higher level of knowledge. We just don't get privy to that. And that makes us victims automatically in a way. I mean, we don't know what's being done to us. Kind of like with the, you know what I'm talking about? The haziness in the sky. That smells good. It's a good restaurant. We don't know what's being done to us, And what's really annoying is that people go to these mainstream information, infotainment outlets, and then they listen to what they have to say and they think that they know what's going on. Listening to some scripted news performance by some actors pretending to be, caring news people wanting to provide you with, factual information, and they believe it to be true. And then the subject matter, the topics that are put forth by the media as being the relevant and important subjects that should be talked about are completely controlled. As long as the TV news is talking about something like that, it's scripted that way, right? You can say anything they want in that regard. So, and then people think they're fun. Whew. That's the same kind of rocks there too, right? Yeah. 1900. St. Paul is among the many church structures in Eastern Oregon that owe their existence to the efforts of Dr. H.D. Nebius, who was active in church growth. Bishop Benjamin Morris laid the cornerstone of the Carpenter Gothic Church, May 18th, 1875. The first church service took place on Christmas morning that year. Improvements are included the building of a bell tower and the purchase of the church bell. It looks Scottish too. In addition, Remington Hall, 32, yeah, bugs in my face. Oh, okay, they know I've said too much. Oh, look at this stuff. This is awesome. Wow. Now, is there a pattern in that rock, or is it just? They just got random pieces and turned them around in circles until they fit together right. That's awesome, though. Especially right here. Look, we got some Z's going on in the corner. That's cool. And then we got a different kind of rock there on the foundation, right? And it's an old confessional door. Wow. Is this the drive-up confessional for back then, right? Stopping their horse and just having to do a confession and keep on going. With the 3 windows. That's cool. Alright, going up there. But I got kind of, my train of thought got interrupted with the people walking up because I was talking kind of loud. I was like, I don't know, maybe I worry about that stuff too much. Shouldn't worry about it. But I'm not, when other people are in your presence, you should acknowledge their presence and not be all, loud or, just maintain a low profile, right? I should go get Tom. Say, hey, Tom. He's got power. These people want to hear some death metal. Rock wall. Check out the rock wall. Same rock, same wall. Tell you what, the Dalles rocks. Look at that. That's super awesome. And then, bam, perfect rock walls. And then gigantic boulders that aren't a rock wall. Gigantic boulders. Boulders gigante. Tree growing out at the top up there. You know that's all rock wall underneath the ivy, isn't it? It's too thick to get out. I'm sticking my hand in there. I might not come back. Whoa, check out the tree. That gnarly sucker. There's got to be a lot of videos of the Dalles already, I would imagine. Compared to what's around here, that's a little lacking, but you get a, C- for effort. Now that, though, however, hey, on a little, this is where the money went, is into that window. Crown and a cross, floating up into the, I'm probably not holding the camera up far enough to see it. I should pay attention to that. I'm like talking, describing what's there, and then it's not even showing that. Be my luck, right? And then I'd upload it and it would be that way. And then I'd go to watch it finally and I'd notice it and I'm like, oh, and then I'd have to erase it. What's the magenta door? Matt, we have a magenta alert, Matt. Attention, I found it again at a church, no less. The Bethel Assemblias de Dios. Rock wall. Check out the normal rock wall under these people's house, just, because it's rock walls, supporting things. That's why we use rock, because it's strong, it can support things, especially that kind of rock. Whew, I was gonna end the video. I think they better still do that, because we're going on 24:22, going on 24 and a half minutes. Is there anything else between here and where? How many blocks did I walk? I don't know where I am. See, I started out on 5th and Court, so I need to go this way. Alright, I'm gonna end the video here because I'm just gonna be going back into the neighborhood. Right? As soon as I say that and I stop the video, I'll like take, 20 steps and notice something like, oh man, I stopped it just a hair too soon. That thing there, I can't tell if that's new or old. It looks like it could have been built more recent, but I get the feeling it's probably old too. A huge variety of irregular fitted stone. I mean, is there a pattern in it that repeats? Not really. If it does, it doesn't repeat in the same places or irregular intervals. I'm gonna have to go over there and check that out. This is the Columbia Gorge Christian Academy. It's a little copper on the point. I mean, it looks like it could be new, but I think it is old too. And it looks like it could be plastic. Like it could be siding, vinyl siding made to look like stone. It's so bright and clean. But I get the feeling it really is rock. I mean, you wouldn't have vinyl siding on a respectable church, would you? My face bug. Sandstone. I think it's a little grainier than the dark gray black rock. That dark gray black rock is like steel. This is a little bit rough, but still hard rock, of course. Yeah, it's rock. Downstairs, window and all. Oh, I know there's people up there, but I wasn't this far up, and I am now. I'm on court, so okay, this way. I've made a loop. Guess I only went a couple blocks over. It just seemed like it. Oh my, quite a bit of stuff in there. So yep, what I was saying was about people, who say things definitely. I mean, one of the traits of an INTP is they're not definite about anything. They seem like they're really unsure, which makes, people want to when you're doing repairs for them, say, or you're whatever. If you're in charge and you're making a decision, you're in command, and when people, want some reassurance about it, they need you to act sure and confident, even if there's variables involved that you can't predict. And so your average, alpha guy would probably just act like, oh yeah, everything's under control, baby, got it all down. And then if it went all sideways and fell apart, but no, not blame it on someone else or something, or just say that's God's fault. That's how it happens. I guess that's my answer, but. But an INTP would be like, never makes that assertion. Like, I don't know. Anyway, I'm back at the van, so the roof column's here yet. She is not. Here's the rock wall that was by the van. When we first pulled up, we're like, look at that pointy rock. It was, right here. We're building this wall. Hey, let's just do it like that. I bet it transitions into this other rock. Yeah, it looks like the big heavy duty rock. Well, some. And that's dirt, stucco. I guess it goes into dirt. It can crumble. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing this time, and hopefully you enjoyed. I didn't even cuss. Damn it. The Dalles. Elevation 100 feet. Oh, that's all it separates. That's from the ocean. 100 feet. We're 100 feet from the ocean. Oh, check out that oldie over there. I just noticed that. I'm waiting for Tom here. We're gonna go see his friend at the karaoke here. And I got to looking at this across the street. At Jefferson Hall. I thought it said hotel at first, but then it's Jefferson Hall. There's a lot of these types of things in the town here. The little elevator symbols, down elevators. A rather large doorway. And I'm gonna say, in my almost semi-expert opinion, that doorway is 12 feet tall. It's 12 feet, easily. Probably not more than that, though. The old gold bricks. They're rough finish. They're not smooth, shiny. And then stuccoed over here. Okay. And what is that? Cumberland Falls front up there? Next to the big stone. It's the Route 30. That's where we're going to. Hey. I guess they're not even open yet or something. Ye oldie ladder lean. With the windows up top. That's cool. Let me get back here so I can see it a little bit. This was the train station maybe? Train stop at one time? I don't know. Who knows? Check out the windows, yeah. With old shutters. Old wood shutters. That's trippy. The most antique thing around here is the building. Guaranteed. It's older than everything that's in the building. That's crazy. But that would be a cool one to check out over there. I think they're gonna tear that down probably. It's kind of abandoned. Look at that 1890 over the door. That's funny. Historic Route 30. Oh, R30, yeah, Route 30. Steel shutters down here. Wow. Check that shit out. Steel. Any signs of transitioning? No, but burnt looking at the ground level, right? Kind of misshapen. Blocked in window that used to have big steel shutters. So this was one secure building. I mean, look at those shutters, man. If you had this building and you closed all your shutters and went inside, you know, the zombie apocalypse could be going on and you wouldn't have to worry about it. They wouldn't get in. Wave to the cameras. And the corner's pretty chewed up, but then again, it's probably been ran into by cars and stuff. Holy moly. This one's kind of blown out. Just a little. Huh. Hope I didn't zoom this thing in. Okay, no, I didn't. I look on the thing and it's like so close in the picture. Look at the mortar's missing. And it's like right down to the ground. So like pants on the ground says, you know, like comes from the ground up, the heat comes from the ground up. I'm thinking it's an electrical charge, like the electrons build up a super high, concentration, maybe you'd say, and the high positive potential, then the ionosphere is a low enough level through the ether of the atmosphere that it can jump the gap, and the power comes, it jumps the gap. The electron flow comes from the bottom up, the voltage, and that's what fries the stuff up. And what have we here? Look, that's not even just a window below, it's an arched window below. Wow. I hope a lizard person doesn't come crawling out of there. That'd be creepy. Okay, even the cinder block one looks old. It's got the little bent piece of metal over the door and a little art. That's funny. And across from it, we go to what? Bricks on top of old world blocks. Okay, the bricks there. We point that up far enough. I think the camera is responding faster than it is. So I might be showing something in the picture. Yeah, we got old world blocks, and then they decided to add a second story of brick at some point. Or is it transitioning? It's a pretty straight line, really. Wish you didn't have the paint on it. Look at that thing over there. They're probably going to tear that down. Maybe not. I don't know. It could be a storage. I don't know which way to go. I'm like, left, right, no. Those big filled in art things. And the thing on the corner there, oh my goodness. I don't know what that one is. Haven't made it over there. But I'm finding this alleyway interesting, and it's technically okay to be on it. So let's take a look at this stuff. Fascinating. Clearly no human could have laid bricks in this manner. No. Look at that one. It wasn't the Masonic triangle, but somebody came along and tried to bend it up into one. Hope. Filled in something there with bricks. Look at this old thing. With the same steel shutters. That's crazy. There must have been a real need to have some serious shutters. Maybe the Indians, they were worried about an Indian raid. And like, look, we came in here and we poisoned and killed all these people, and they might be mad about that. So we better put some big steel shutters up on our place in case they want to come down and like try and kill us or something. Huh? And then we've got some turret holes. And bricks missing. Damn, I'm so close in the picture here. It looks like I zoomed it in when I didn't. I gotta change my aspect ratio or something. Well, this comes up here, and then there's the old brick wall out of the really, really hard stone with the really random pipe coming out of the brick wall. Got some blowout going on here again. The mortar has disappeared and look cooked out, right? Or that's not paint. It's not paint. That's cooked out lime or something, right? And then black, that could be mold up there. There are molds that grow in even dry areas, but, you know. Got it right here. Down here. Crazy. Look at all the filled in windows on that thing. When did they do that? Oh, look at the blocks on the bottom. That's even a different style than this side. There were a lot of varieties of blocks and stones available back in the old days, apparently, right? 8 minutes. I will give this 5 more minutes because I'm not trying to make a full-length motion feature. Just documenting some rock walls, like the one that continues along here, and it transitions to do another one. Sensational. All right. Big steel shutters, even on the second floor. I already just noticed that. Even on the second floor. Wow. Seems odd. I don't see no bricks. Alden Saloon. Look at that giant doorway. A large and vibrant Chinese community. Those people look very serious. The first guy seemed more friendly. He's like, I don't want to kill you, but I will. Oh, we got it going on here too. Look, check that out. Okay, big old block chunks. Hey, let's start using bricks now. What a dang. Make sure the doorways are extra huge for these tall people from the north. These tall Nordic people. They're coming down to visit. We don't want them hitting their heads every time they walk through the door. Okay, I'm reaching my limit here. Well, 11 now. 3 minutes left, technically. That's going to put it at 14 minutes, though. Brick building in the middle of 2 concrete ones. It's like a jail. It's all the world. Jails and churches. It's all the world. Jails and churches. Ain't it funny how the factory doors close right about the time that the school doors close, right about the time that the doors of 1,000 jail cells open up to greet you like the Reaper. Something like that. They stuccoed over all that here at the Napa. I'm back here at the courthouse area. That's right. Okay. Whew. Why am I winded? Oh, the chemtrails. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. My perfectly normal COPD. My moderate to severe. Blah blah blah. There's a walk through here. All right, back to the Route 30. I'm gonna have to try and sing some karaoke. Tom's friend down here, I guess he does karaoke. We'll see. I'll have to record it. Maybe. Well, I shouldn't. I'll record it. If I do a good job, maybe I'll upload it. If I don't, then I won't. It's just as simple as that. How more honest can I be? Take care. Thanks for watching. Bye. Still seems like it's really zoomed in. Still seems really zoomed in, but it's the bank. It's getting dark, but I figured I'd get it here real quick in case I'm not back through the Dalles when I'm coming back. That's pretty detailed. Chartered, 1920, like a ship, like you charter a vessel. The metal thing sticking out right there. A hook. Wingate and Williams. Oh, really? Common names for this building include the Williams 1870 building, the DeRochers. The two-story rectangular brick building received extensive remodeling in 1938, and yes, probably Antiquitech was removed or something along those lines. I'm not going to read that whole thing. Gotta go down there. It's for rent. Hey, so if you're in the mood for a Tartarian place, come down here to the Dalles, rent yourself the old bank. I guarantee it's haunted, but the souls of bankers, you know, who used to work here, maybe. I don't know. Let's see, River Building. Oh, Gaver, something there. Gamer Building. I can't tell. With eagles and sashes. Crazy. A faucet. Shut things off. Oh, look there. Auto SPK. Oh, look. Brick. That's awesome. Doesn't look too impressive inside. Looks like they put it all on the outside. And the offices, definitely brick in there though. I ain't gonna worry about that, so call it good.